So I got the good fortune of being here with Mr. Rich Gaspari, who's one of the brands in the supplement industry around the world. And, I saw Rich today earlier, and we had never met before, but he came over here as we just connected at a human level. And, hey, Rich, I just want you to just share your story, because I don't know if as most people really know it, but I'd love for others to know maybe your story.
Well, a lot of people look at me and see me as that successful professional bodybuilder, that won many titles, for being the first Arnold Classic winner, being second place in the Mr. Olympia 3 times, and being one of the top, bodybuilders. But
Mr. Gaspari, how you doing?
Very good. But people really success. But really, what happened in my life is that, I did have a time when a dark moment where I went into bankruptcy, lost everything I had right after my career in bodybuilding because I had an injury. Put me down where I had to move back to, my parents' house already after being successful, losing everything I had, and then really just believing in a dream of starting a company, Gaspari Nutrition, with really very little money. And starting this company, everyone would tell me, when I started, I was at trade shows with a 10 by 10 booth, feeling sorry for me, but I deep down believed that, someday this company could be something that can be seen around the world. My dad, at the time, he took me in, he was dying of cancer. And, he saw me with this dream of starting Gaspari Nutrition, and I said to my dad, I said, one day, you see that name Gaspari, it's going to be everywhere. And, the one thing he told me is, I'm very proud of you. And at that time, because I was living at home, I was almost to the point where, am I going to fail? Am I going to end up having nothing? And my dad believed in me. He said, you know what, I believe in you, that you're going to do something. And because he said that, I wanted to deep down show him that I can be successful. And I worked hard. And now it's 17 years later that Gaspari Nutrition now has become a global company around the world.
I'm gonna catch up with
and
you in a minute.
People think life is something where you just rise to the top. Life is up and down.
That's cool, man.
Like a roller coaster. Even now with super success, I have down times. Going through personal turmoil with divorce, but I know that I can prevail and believe that I can be successful and being able to, still be who I am and believe that I can overcome, adversity.
I actually met Troy, who works for Gaspari at the Emerald Cup last year, and very interesting. He and I were talking. He came over, really connected, right? And he's like, people don't know, man. And Troy looked really great. He was going for a physique. He was doing the physique transformation, and he looked amazing. He says, but people don't know that he had cancer. Nobody knew that, right? And so I think the important part here is that you're super respected around the world, but nobody knows that suffering and the pain that you went through, and that's how we connect at a human level, is the pain and the suffering in our lives. And we can connect with those levels, and they go, crap, I can really relate to this guy. And it takes a lot of heart. You're a man of courage. I appreciate you sharing that story. Honestly, tell me, right, we just met, but you know me a little bit from just me sharing, and I wanted to give you a shirt, man, because...
I appreciate it. I wear it all the time. I mean, you told your story, and it had me tell you my story, and it touched me because, you've inspired me. Even though I'm a successful person, you've inspired me now that, no matter what, even with times of turmoil, like I said, life's a roller coaster, that I can keep continuing on, and as long as I believe in myself and stay positive, that, the outcome will be positive.
Rich just said something to me, and he said, he looked at my shirt, he's got one of these, so what I'm going to do is give him my shirt off my back. No, I'm serious, I want to do that. I'd really just be my honor. I got another shirt, but I want you to have this one. And what I do is I find shirts I like, Rich, and then I custom fit them, and so I want you to have mine. Yeah, I want you to have the shirt off my back, Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, man.
Right on, man.
Successful. That's one thing that I said, so it just kept me going to never, give up on that dream that I was going to make a successful company. And certain things happen. This is the one thing that you always hear is you were lucky. If you work hard, you have to work hard. If you work hard, luck will come your way, and that's the thing. You can't sit back and think you're just going to be successful. You got to work hard at it, and I do believe in that. You got to have a lot of sweat. You got to have a lot of discipline. the things I did in bodybuilding to be successful, because they told me I was this skinny kid that could never be a top pro bodybuilder. I said, why not? If that guy did it, why not me? And I became one of the best bodybuilders in the world. And just recently, I just received the Lifetime Achievement Award by Arnold Schwarzenegger, which
That's awesome, man.
which is a big deal for him to come to me and say, you've touched other people.
Yeah.
You know, and like I said, after even difficulties to get that award, you know, I said I have to be. I represent, you know, success and believing in myself, so I can't give up. And all these people that believe in me, I have to be able to keep, you know, showing people that I can continue on no matter what.
You can. Yeah, you can, man.
I got to give you my book when I got a book.
Yeah, I'd like that. I like that. Will you wear these shirts?
Yes,
All right.
I will.
I want you to, man.
Thank you.